been a really long time since I last recorded a video, so please excuse me if I'm a bit awkward, more so than normal. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Ali. I'm the creator behind aligracemio.com. So I guess I should introduce why I'm here in front of the camera. Well, we're all on this epic journey in life, but everyone's journey is different, and I wanted to share my journey with you to motherhood. You see, back in 2012, I wanted to start a family with my now husband, but we just weren't ready. We'd already been together for 6 years and we'd gotten engaged, but we weren't where we wanted to be in our lives. So we waited and we waited and we waited some more, and then when we were planning our wedding in 2015, we decided we were ready, but life never goes according to plan, of course. While you might think this journey is going to be really short-lived, most likely expecting me to announce we're pregnant and start sharing weekly bump updates and other amazing wonderful things like that, but that's not the case, not at all. Oh no. My journey to motherhood has already been extremely complicated, and to be honest, we're not that far into it. You see, I suffer from a condition called endometriosis. I'm not going to go into that with you in this video, but I've written a lot about living with endometriosis on my blog, so if you want more information about that, I'll leave a link in the description box below for you. I first got diagnosed with endometriosis in 2006. I had my first surgery in 2008, and I've just had my second surgery in December of last year, which is where everything changed for me and my husband, and if I'm being totally honest, which is what I plan on being, it's where everything went completely tits up for us. Never mind the complications from that surgery, which resulted in me getting sepsis and spending both December and January in and out of the hospital. The surgery resulted in me having both my fallopian tubes removed. There was more to the surgery than that, but I'm going to talk about that in another video, I think. You see, while we tried and failed to get pregnant in 2015, I'd also gotten re-diagnosed with endometriosis, which is the downside to the condition. Once you had surgery, it can come back within 1 to 5 years, and I was unlucky enough, it came back rather badly this time. So while we went through the lengthy process of getting surgery, we were encouraged to try and get pregnant, which was what we tried as much as possible for someone who was spending a good portion of their days being ridiculously ill and stuck in either the bathroom or in bed. Sadly for us, we weren't able to get pregnant, and now we know why, but at the time we weren't sure if I had a problem or it was just how it goes, because you know, you hear that it takes most couples about a year of trying before they get pregnant, but because of already having endometriosis, we knew that we might have some difficulty with getting pregnant, as after having endometriosis you have about 50% chance of getting pregnant naturally. I went into surgery knowing there was a high chance that I might lose an ovary and or my womb. Honestly, I never really expected there to be anything wrong with my fallopian tubes, so it was a surprise when I woke up after the surgery and was told that they had to remove both of them. One of my tubes was twisted and the other one was full of fluid and had been attacked / eaten by my endometriosis. My endo nurse was so amazing and calm when she told me that my tubes weren't there anymore. I think she was expecting me to have more of a reaction than I did when she informed me that they'd had to take both of them out, but by that point I'd been so ill, I was just grateful they had done whatever they could do to remove my endometriosis. And like I said, I was expecting them to take my womb and or both my ovaries, so in some aspects them just taking my tubes was a bit of a relief. My endo nurse visited me several times during my week-long stay while I was recovering initially from the surgery, and we had quite a lot of opportunities to talk about IVF and our next stages and how and why I now couldn't get pregnant naturally, and honestly I think that really helped me a lot. As I mentioned, my recovery didn't go to plan because after my week-long stay in the hospital, I ended up with sepsis. So I spent the rest of this year recovering from the massive surgery that I had and from getting sepsis as well. So it wasn't until May that I finally started feeling more like my old self again. When I was finally well enough to see my surgeon/specialist, I went with a list of notes, because that's what I do. And of course, IVF was one of the top things on that list for me to talk about with them. Just to clarify, when I say we, I mean me and my husband, and when I say them, I mean my surgeon, specialist, doctor, and my endo nurse, because we were all there together. Because it's really cool that the endo nurse comes to your meetings afterwards and before if she can make it, which is really helpful to have somebody else to talk to who is a specialist about that sort of thing, because while it's okay to talk to a guy doctor, it's really nice to talk to a female about some things, if that makes sense. So where was I? I had my list of notes because I'm an epic geek, and I said that IVF was one of the things that I wanted to talk to them about. So we had a really good talk, and I left feeling more confident about embarking this IVF journey, which is the journey we are now on and which I want to share with you. So since seeing my specialist, which was on the 2nd of June, my husband and I have managed to finally see our doctor and get referred for IVF. I say managed to finally see her because we got in on our 3rd try to see her. The first doctor I was meant to see, which wasn't this doctor, was sick, so I had to rearrange it, and then the second appointment I had to delay because my husband's day off had changed and he really wanted to come to these appointments with me, which I wasn't going to say no to because the support is really great to have. So right now we don't know if we're actually eligible for IVF. I think we are because, well, we've been referred, but I don't know for sure. We don't have any children at all, nor do we know if we're eligible for how many goes of IVF we'll get on the NHS, but we do have an appointment for the 26th of July, which I'm excited and scared about. I am eager for this journey and to share it with you, but I'm also really scared, and I think it'd be stupid if I wasn't scared. I'm scared because I know it's not going to be all rainbows and fluffy kittens. There's a chance that no matter how many times we try, we may just not get pregnant. There's also a chance that I could miscarry, and in making these videos I've agreed to share that with you, which isn't a happy thing to share, but I really want to share this journey and my experience for me and for other people like me suffering with endometriosis and infertility problems. I think the hard thing about this is I don't know what this journey will entail. It's not a finished journey. I haven't reached the end point where I can say, ta-da, we're pregnant, or ta-da, we've had a baby. We can't say this is how we got here, this was our journey, these are the steps that we took. And that is really big and scary, especially putting it out here on YouTube for everyone to read and see and watch. But some of the best things in life have been the scariest, right? I hope you enjoy coming along on this journey with me and my husband, although I don't know if he's going to appear in any of the videos. So that's it from me for this week. I just want to say thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and make sure you head over to my website to find more about living with endometriosis. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next week with my next video. And again, thanks so much for watching. Bye!